Hi, welcome to Open House. My name is Jennifer Dominguez. I'll go ahead and start off a little bit about me. So I've been teaching for 10 years. I've previously taught first grade and third grade, and this will be my first year as a elementary school librarian. Outside of school, I enjoy reading. I enjoy camping and playing with my dogs. And I'm just really excited to get to start this journey of being a school librarian and to help students develop a love for reading. So the question is, how can I make a difference in the learning outcomes of students? Right? Sometimes it's kind of like, well, I'm not in the classroom with the students, so how am I able to help them? As a school librarian, my job is to promote reading. I need to make sure that I am helping students with their overall achievement in the classroom. And that goes along with this quote that I found. Test scores tend to be significantly higher for schools that have full-time certified school librarians, as well as for those that have such a librarian with support staff. And so we do not currently have support staff, but I will be trying to seek out some parent volunteers this school year to help with library activities that we'll be doing to help us out. Also, as the school librarian, I will be helping teach students how to use technology and also enhancing their technology skills. And I'm going to encourage students to already kind of start thinking about college or career readiness. Even though they're in elementary school right now, it's never too early to kind of start thinking about possible career paths or education that they can pursue in the future. So those learning outcomes, based off of research and results of library programs, I plan to support our students and staff with the following. I'm going to work with classroom teachers to help improve reading skills of students as well as enhance their technology skills. We're very fortunate to have iPads and student Chromebooks in the classroom to help with that technology component. I plan to offer students ample access to the library to encourage reading and research. Instead of just having them come to the library every so often or only during their designated library time, I want to have the library available for them to come as needed. I also want to promote reading incentives by having challenges, book clubs, and collaboration activities to help improve and support students' learning. So how will I work with you, parents? So something to look kind of forward to in the future is I will be sharing some information about the public libraries around our school area so that you're able to know about current events that those libraries are offering for students and their families. Also, I want to encourage and expose you to all of our online book and reading resources available to students. And then sometimes, as a parent, you want to help your child at home, but you may not know how to help them when it comes to reading. And so I will offer information and different support to help you with questioning and just comprehension question for students and their reading at home. And then overall, you can look for a library newsletter that I will send out monthly. And that will give you a bunch of links and resources to help you and show you different reading opportunities either at school or in our community. Some online reading tools that students are already very familiar with at school are Sora, and so this offers ebooks and audiobooks. The next one is Tumble Books, and this has storybooks, graphic novels, and read-along books. So this is great for those students that are learning how to read or may struggle with reading independently. The books will read the story to them. And then the last one is Raz Kids or Raz A to Z, and this has digital books. And what's great about this resource is that after the students read a book, there are quizzes to test their comprehension over what they read. So how will I collaborate with teachers? So my library lessons that I'll be planning, I'm going to try my best to incorporate current events that are happening and relevant to our community and our school, but also connecting it to classroom content. So I will be working hard to know what kinder, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade are learning in their day-to-day classrooms so that I can make those connections and tie that into our library lessons. I'm also going to be working with classroom teachers with co-teaching. So that means that teachers can bring their classes to the library to do certain lessons, or if needed, I can go into the classroom and help teachers teach a lesson. I'm also going to be sharing library resources with students and teachers. Sometimes our library can offer so many resources and they're so great, but it could be a little overwhelming when you don't know where to look or where to find those resources. So that will be my job to make sure that I'm sharing those available resources with students and teachers. What programs will I offer in the library? So this school year, students can look forward to a reading incentive program. Sometimes kids just need a little extra push or encouragement to read books, so I plan to provide monthly reading incentives to get students motivated to read books, especially books that they normally wouldn't read on their own. And so this will be done using a reading bingo card. The next thing I'm going to offer are book clubs. So once in the fall and once in the spring semester, I'm going to host book clubs for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. And I will offer different books for students to vote on to pick the final book that we're going to read. And then during our book clubs, we're going to be reading the book and discussing the book. And this will build on our reading fluency skills, vocabulary, story elements, and overall comprehension. And the last thing I'll offer in the library this school year is book reviews. So in the library, students will have the opportunity to create a book review of their own. And this could be over a book that they've read, a physical book from the library, or an ebook. Students will select the type of review that they want to complete. This could be a paper review where they're writing it out. This could be a digital graphic review that they're creating on their computers, or even a video review where they're video recording themselves, reviewing the book and explaining why they liked the book and who they would recommend the book to. So my role as a school librarian, first and foremost, I am an educator, I am a teacher. So my job is to help our campus and our school with learning goals. I also want to make sure that I'm creating a welcoming library environment for all students. Sometimes the library can be a little intimidating for students, so I want to make sure that it's open to all students and all learners. And lastly, I'm here to support our learners. That means our students, that means teachers, and especially y'all as parents. So if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And let's get excited about this new school year, and I can't wait to get to know you and your students. So thank you so much for your time. And remember, if you have any questions, please go ahead and message me. Thank you.